quite the opposite to what I've just said is a project that is also exciting. It's a chair, a plastic chair we're designing in an interesting constellation of how the project is organized or run. There is BASF, the chemical company that produce the plastic. They invited me to use the plastic, design a chair with it. I team up with a producer who will produce my design. They team up with a company that make the tool to produce the chair, and the tool maker teams up with the company that produces the machine on which the tool will be working. And I think even though this sounds totally logical and obvious almost, that this is how industry should develop such a project, which actually, apart from time and effort and difficulty, it costs a lot of money. And if you share the money or the investment between 5 people instead of just one carrying the whole load, it makes a lot of sense. Interestingly enough, this constellation is very new. I think it's very interesting that industry today has to look for a new form of how projects are run, how they are kind of structured and kind of carried out, and that's what makes it really interesting.
Perhaps last question. Which product that was recently launched fascinates you most?
Well, one project which is would come to my mind is the Mura stool for the Italian company Planck. It's a bar stool in plastic. It came on the market I think a year and a half ago, and ever since then it has been incredible to see, how this product has found its has gained its own kind of momentum and dynamics in people seeing it, recognizing it, talking about it, publicizing it, using it, and so on. So that product within a very short time has begun to live its own life, which is a beautiful story and I think a success story, but it's very rare that this happens. I know quite the opposite kind of project where it's such an effort to bring something on the market and to have the patience to really make it be seen and kind of recognized and used and understood and bought and so on. But it's quite nice how things sometimes happen totally out of control. I mean, it's not that we I mean, when we work on such a project, I think you can feel a certain something goes well. There's something happening already during the process, but the market is always unpredictable. You cannot foresee what will happen, whether it will flop or kind of be successful, and certainly you cannot try to manipulate that. I think there's no strategy for designing a successful product. It's like, I mean, okay, in music maybe there are agencies or companies or musicians that really they have the formula to write an ABBA song. I don't have such formula, and I don't even want to. Sometimes it just happens, and it's nice to see, and sometimes it doesn't. This tool Mura is now a beautiful story, and it's just of course it gives you great joy just to see that this kind of your baby just learning to run and actually running off quite fast. It's nice.
Thank you very much for the interview.
Thank you.
nur ein Produkt dort ein.
Ich habe jetzt